And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Tim Hortons Iceplex in Brighton, New York, the Chick-fil-A Arena, the home ice for your Nazareth Golden Flyers men's hockey team. The boys have huddled around tonight's goaltender, Dylan Weimer, back inside the crease for the Golden Flyers this afternoon. Once again, they take on the Chatham Cougars up from Pittsburgh. A 3-3 tie between these two teams last night. Chatham gets an extra point in the standings because of a shutout win. Only one goal in that three-round shootout. I should say shootout, not shutout. And it was Nick Babby with the only goal that gave Chatham that extra point. Nazareth gets their first conference point, however, on the season. Their record now 1-2-1. Keith Davenport in the lineup with Nazareth. And we mentioned Dylan Weimer back in the net. He was the UCHC goalie of the week 2 weeks ago. And the Golden Flyers need a big one today and a couple of big saves to get a win. It's Parents' Weekend. Coming here to watch the boys, and we welcome them to the arena. Starting lineup is Antoine Lucier with Logan Tobias, Blake Frost, and back on the point, Schwartz and Green. And we're underway. Saturday afternoon hockey in Brighton. Puck caught in the corner. Cougars will try to clear. And a whistle 30 seconds into the game. In net for the Cougars again today, Andrew Pecora. And if he has another performance today like he did last night, we're looking at the conference goaltender of the week as he makes a quick save off the draw. It's not like he saw a ton of shots. He made 32 saves on 35 shots. But I bet the Golden Flyers had 10 grade A chances, and he stopped every single one. There's Merriman through. And that puck got into the crease, and now McLean crashes hard into the boards. It's out of your screen. It's just to the left of the net and behind the net. And he is still down on the ice, and the Cougars there. You can see him right there. As a couple of his teammates gather around, he sort of slid sideways and hit his back into the boards, and now the trainer will go check on the condition of Beck McLean. McLean is a junior from Butler, PA. He's now sitting up. Now he's up on one knee, up on one skate, and now he's up on both, and you can hear the applause from both benches and the fans. But it was I think he just either got his feet taken out from him, lost his footing on the ice, and with a freshly Zamboni'd ice, nothing was going to slow him down, and he crashed into the boards hard, almost as if the 16 in the McLean you see on the back of his jersey, that's what hit the boards. But he's back on the bench now. Both teams have changed lines. Here's the Liam Quinlivan line with Schaefer and Luizos. Schaefer with a goal last night, and Quinlivan with an assist. It was Liam's brother Anthony who scored the game-tying goal with about 30 seconds to go as that shot goes off his stick and up into the netting. Short-handed with the goalie pulled down by one, and Anthony Quinlivan, unassisted, puts the puck in the net, and that took us to overtime and then the shootout. Liam Quinlivan and Joey Schaefer assisted on Ethan Luizos' goal, which was the second for the Golden Flyers. Right off the draw, there's Mann. Taken away by the Cougars, up off the glass and out of the zone. Back to Miller, who pinches Cermak off into the boards. Here's Agusa. Agusa in the middle, nice tape-to-tape pass to Anthony Quinlivan. Far side to Bauman. Icing is called here. Game of inches. That was so close to Bauman's stick, but the linesman decided to blow the play dead and bring it all the way back into the Nazareth zone. So there you see Weimer in net for the Golden Flyers, the son of NHLer Jim Weimer. He had that win against Elmira and then just got shellacked by Utica, as did the whole team in that 11-4 loss last Friday. Here's Agusa. Up the middle is Anthony Quinlivan. Mann has got it. His cross-ice pass was blocked by Cyprian. And now Bauman will lead the forecheck against Nabozny. Here come the Cougars. There's Babby, who scored that shootout goal last night and probably was the best skater they had. Cyprian's pretty darn good as well. Now, here's Stanijovic over the blue line. Shot! Oh, he had the top corner pegged. Back now to Will Halecki. Into the lineup after being a healthy scratch last night. Stanijovic tips that in. Shen wins the race to the pike. Icing waved off. Green into the corner. Taken away by the Cougars, and now they got a 2-on-1. Make it a 3-on-1. How about a 4-on-1? Here's Mitchell on the outside. What a great defensive play by Swartz. And the net comes off. Well, they don't really practice a lot. How does a defenseman take on a 4-on-1? But here's the textbook. Swartz sprawls out, takes the pass away, and then crashes into the net. And a whistle. So here we go with the line of Lucier, Tobias, and Frost. The line that started the game. A shift that was halted by the injury to McLean. We're going to keep our eye on Beck to see if he comes back out on the ice. There is Tobias. Shot. Saved by Pecora. Frost leaves it for Lucier. He's knocked into the boards by Arizo. Frost is down there again. The Cougars get it out of the zone. Arizo hit by Tobias, causes a turnover. Frost over the blue line. Swartz jumps into the play. Tobias kicks it up. Here's Frost inside to Tobias again, and a goal! Logan Tobias, he started this. He created the turnover by making that hit on the boards. Watch, he battles to the net, and there he puts it in with a nice knee down, fist pump Selly, and it's 1-0 Golden Flyers. Liam Quinlivan. Out there now with Schaefer and Luizos. Heidelberger, who was one of the shootout shooters, by the way. In fact, he was the first one for Nazareth. Pecora out of his net. Let that puck cross the goal line extended. 1-0 Golden Flyers, 3.5 minutes into the first period. And they've got a face-off inside the Cougar zone. Schaefer at the top of the circle. Cougars tried to cheat there a little bit. And because of that, the linesman is kicking the center out. Nope, he's going to let him stay. It's McLean. Good to see him back onto the ice after that hard crash into the boards. Cougars clear. Dressler now into the boards, but he stopped that pass. Puck is in his skates, and it's hard out. Anthony Quinlivan now on the forecheck. Schaefer and Luizos stay out there. Nazareth changes the D behind the plate. You'll see Miller and Agusa. That's Daisuke, who pinched in. Merriman was the Cougar down in low. Back to the point to Crow. Crow waiting, closer, shot, and that gets knocked into the corner. Back out to Nabozny. To Crow, another shot. Blocker saved by Weimer. Pressure now by the Cougars as they control it around the side. That pass to Roby goes underneath. Out in front again. And that deflected off of Weimer's stick, goes right up into the air. It's like the Cougars are working on a power play now. Luizos has a chance to get it out, and he does. This should give that line a chance to change. Luizos makes it to the bench, so does Schaefer. Crow up the middle. And Agusa takes it behind the net for the Golden Flyers. On the near side is Liam Quinlivan. Hard up to Bauman, who tips that forward. Mann will be the lead forechecker. Causes a turnover. Out front. Shot! And deflected up over the net. Another great, grade A scoring chance for the Flyers. We didn't do an official count last night, but I would say it's around 10. And Pecora made a number of those stops. Smith pinches in. Mann is on him, so is Schwartz. Mann tries to come away with it, and he does. Good work along the wall to Liam Quinlivan. Bauman on the near side. Quinlivan gets around one man, puts the puck behind the boards. Green steps in. Halecki is there. Throws that on net. Almost hit the official. Stop by Bauman. He at the top of the circle. Hooked a little bit. Can't shoot it. Here's Heidelberger. He will. Blocker saved by Pecora into the corner. Another shot. Blocked that time by Zach Connor. And now Cyprian with a chance to clear. Scoots by Shen, but Heidelberger's there to pick it up. Up the middle, all the way back to Doyle at the point. Here's a chance for Halecki. Does he have some space? Nice play by Kasdan Johnson. Knocked back in by Halecki, kind of hangs right there by the blue line. And here is Johnson over the line. Johnson's got it again. Shot from a bad angle, and Weimer with a nice save. So let's see this other scoring chance down in deep. It was a chip in. Now watch this play by Mann. He creates the play. Knocks the player off the puck. Bauman's there. Out front, Quinlivan. It either hit a stick or a leg and went up over the net. All started by the forecheck of Nate Mann, though. 13 and a half minutes to go in the first. 1-0 Golden Flyers. They have not had a 2-goal lead. Here is Doyle with a shot. Blocked by one of the players. Not a 2-goal lead this season. How would that feel if they could pot another one? Long lead pass for Tobias. Oh, what a heads-up look by Frost. Now he's going to get it again, except McLean was there to move it out. Miller stops that clearing pass. Miller up to Frost. Miller's in front. He's right there. Tobias has it. Taken away by Lucier. Back to the point of Gusa. He won't shoot. Far side, Miller in front, right through the crease. Lucier hangs along the wall to pick it up. Back to Gusa. Deja vu all over again. There's a wrist shot blocked by Pecora. And the Cougars will clear. Not too far, though, as Lucier picked it out of the air. More pressure just too far for Frost. Linesman makes the right call, waves off that icing. Behind the net is Doyle. He gets taken down by Frost and no call there. Luizos and Liam Quinlivan on the ice now, and now joined by their line mate Joey Schaefer. Cougars clear, and that's tipped right at the red line, so no icing. It's got to be played by Green behind his net, up off the boards and out of the zone. I like how hard the Golden Flyers are getting the puck out of their zone tonight. They are a puck possession team inside their own zone. But today, the puck has gotten out of the blue line. And that goes up into the stands. We'll have a whistle with 11:50 to go. These teams have played the this will be their 17th game against each other. Nazareth holds the lead with 10 wins and 6 losses. They have split the last 6 games, 3 wins apiece. Well, we'll call it 3-2 for Nazareth, plus that tie. Shootout win felt like a win. Mann is back. Picked up by Cermak. He's on the outside. In front. Shot! I think that was a save by Dressler. I'm not sure that got all the way to the net. Only 2 shots on net for the Cougars so far. They didn't have a ton last night either, but a few of them went in. Kalinowski on the point. Big hop to Quinlivan, who goes to Dressler, who chips that up to Mann. He can't get it. Another shot. Blocker saved by Weimer. And that puck goes up into the net. So far, Dylan Weimer with 3 shots on net, and he's looked sharp on every single one. The men go to Manhattanville next weekend. A Friday night and a Saturday afternoon game against the Valiants. Here is Cyprian, near side to Connor. Connor goes down in low, intentionally wide, taken away by Shen. Davenport loses a tire. He's back up on his feet now. Cyprian to Connor again. Connor checked by Stanojevic. Now he's got it. Far side to Davenport. He will dump it in. And here comes Cyprian. Everybody stays onside. Great play by Tobias. He was back on the point for that play. Now he's got it all the way up on this face-off dot. Shot! Saved by Pecora. Well, that's why I watch how this play progresses here. So there's Tobias, steps up, reads the play, and then uses his body and his speed and his strength and turns that into a shot on net. He's out there now with Frost and Lucier. Schwartz keeps it in. No, he doesn't. And there's the whistle. Linesman was right there. And that puck was hopping a little bit on Schwartz. So we got a face-off outside the blue line. One by Nazareth. Green to Schwartz. Got to gain that red line up to Frost. Frost has it. Good chance here on the backhand. Right through Antoine. Comes back to him again. Antoine with another shot. Cleared away by the Cougars. So Lucier with a couple of chances down in low. Here's McLean and offside. Called by the linesman. A little bit of a late call there as the play was developing inside the zone. And the whistle behind the play. Quinlivan against McLean, and McLean wins it cleanly. Back to Crow. The dump in goes all the way around. Picked up nicely by the Cougars. They'll wrap it around this way again to Crow. Tipped forward, though, by Schaefer. Merriman in his own zone. To Nabozny. Near side to Crow. Schaefer was on him, so Crow had to dump it in. Picked up by Liam Quinlivan. Quinlivan's got some speed. He was a winger for so long. Now he's on the outside. Shot! Rebound! Schaefer! Didn't get all of it. Good back check by the Cougar to stop that chance. Heidelberger drop pass to Luizos. Luizos moves it up the boards. Takes a big hit from Crow. Out front again. That one was for Anthony Quinlivan. Heidelberger had to back away as the play was coming to him. And so now Miller back in his own zone. Long lead pass. Kind of handcuffed Quinlivan off his skate. And here come the Cougars. Cermak avoids a hip check, and Weimer will freeze that. Amar on the draw. He scored one of the goals last night for the Cougars. Here's Bauman trying to push forward through Connor. Picked up by Mann. Mann gains the blue line. Schwartz is with him. Shot. Left there in front. Now Pecora with the save. Cougars now off that draw inside the Nazareth zone. Schwartz puts his man down. Anthony Quinlivan with some time. Good patience there by the veteran center. Flips that to himself. He's got to try to beat Kalinowski. Stopped by Mann. He'll throw it back in behind the net to Quinlivan. Kalinowski pushes him into the boards. Quinlivan stays with the puck. Schwartz throws it around the boards again. Green steps up. He'll do the same. Man with a hit against Kalinowski against the boards. Stanijevic with the hit along the board. So he's back out there. He's the winger on the near side. Miller, far side to Shen. Shen scoots by one player. Nice shift by Shen out front. Halecki, quick shot. Flipped up. Shen tries it again. This line is buzzing here this first period. There's a long shot. Tipped wide. Big rebound in front. Halecki on the near side. Leaves that for Miller. Back to Stanijevic. And that'll be a penalty to Nazareth. If Weimer makes the save, he does. Rebound in front. And a quick whistle by the official. And Lukas Stanijevic will go to the penalty box on a tripping call. Probably a highly aggressive play there on the back check. And we're back onto the Chatham power play, which was humming last night. 2 power play goals, including their opening goal of the game. 7:03 to go, first period. Delay here as they get the penalty up on the boards. You can see the referee in the bottom right corner with his hand is in the air. And now we've got 2 minutes up on the boards. And it'll be Liam Quinlivan on the draw for the Flyers. He wins that draw. Heidelberger, far side to Schaefer. Got a chance to clear, and he does. Actually makes a pass to Quinlivan. No icing here as Nazareth is on the penalty kill.
Nazareth penalty assessed to number 24, Lukas Stanijevic. He receives a minor for tripping. That's Stanijevic off with a minor trip at 12:57 of the first period.
Stanijevic with that tripping penalty. Dressler chipped forward to Quinlivan. Now they got a chance here. It's a kind of a 2-on-1, now a 2-on-2. Taken away by Chatham. Picked up, though, by Schaefer. He'll throw that into the Cougar zone, and Nazareth will change. Now here's Babby. McLean on the near side. He's got it. Spins back. Connor's on the point. No chance to pass there. Goes back into Babby. All the way back now to Connor. To Cyprian. McLean gets knocked down to the ice again. He's back up on his feet. 23 was Merriman. Here's Cyprian. Connor, Merriman, one-timer! Saved by Weimer. Loose puck behind the net, chance to clear, and it's up over Connor's head. And with 30 seconds to go in the power play, Connor will take this behind his net. Kai Shen and Joey Schaefer, the forwards. Igusa and Dressler back on D. Here's Doyle. He won't shoot. 15 seconds to go. Doyle to Grainer. Grainer's got it. One-timer! Saved into the corner by Weimer. And cleared away one more time by Nazareth. Nice job by the Golden Flyers on that penalty kill. Here comes Stanijevic out of the box. Johnson driving. Tripped up. Cermak's shot goes up over the net. Shen will help out Miller into the corner. Lucier jumps in as well. Puck comes loose. Back to the point. Doyle throws it in. Miller and Cermak again. They went from one corner to the other. Now Lucier does a nice job to stop that with his feet. Got to be quick here. He's the last man with the puck. This is that sort of puck possession game that Nazareth plays in its own zone. Now here's Frost. To Lucier on the far side, right through his crease. Whoa, boy. That's a heart attack for coaches right there, except it goes all the way back onto Chatham's net. Pecora keeps the puck alive. Frost is out there with Frost, with the Lucier and Tobias, and the Cougars take it away. Crow into Mitchell. Now Frost on the outside. Quick stop against Crow. Dylan Young in there to help. Young has it. Low in his slot. Rizzo tries to chip it forward. And Anthony Quinlivan comes away with it. 3.5 minutes to go in the first. 1-0 Golden Flyers. Swartz down in low. Young cross ice. And pushed forward by Crow. Dumped in immediately by Green. Both teams changing their lines. Stop by Mann. He's got a shot off the crossbar. And up into the stands. Boy, what an opportunity for Nate Mann. As he picked up that attempted dump out. Here he is, reads the play, picks it up. And you could hear the ping as it hit the crossbar. That close. Game of inches, that close to being 2-0. Right now we stay at 1-0. Puck caught up into that scrum, now taken away down in low. Cyprian has it. Outside the blue line, chips that forward. Heidelberger's got a man on him. So he throws it up the boards, comes right to Cyprian. That should be offside. No! Good hustle by Samadral to get out of the zone and let Nick Cyprian get in with a shot on net. Quinlivan against Babby on the draw. Let's call it another draw, except Nazareth was able to clear it. No icing here. The snow on the ice has slowed it down. Here's Connor. Gains the red line. Dumps it in. Samadral was right there. Quinlivan used his feet, but it stayed inside the zone. Now, nice play by Dressler to knock Babby into the corner. Schaefer's got to go forward with it. Near side to Heidelberger. Liam Quinlivan. Cross ice to Schaefer. Boy, he did a nice job to kick that from his skate right up to his stick as he's cutting through the middle. That's a good hockey play. Here's Johnson. Johnson, speedy, working the give and go with McLean. Shot, deflected wide and behind the net. Now Halecki. Cross ice to Shen. Boy, they must have been practicing this as Shen kicks it up to his stick blade. Halecki down low to Davenport. Keith Davenport back out on the ice. I saw him go down the tunnel. I wonder if he had something wrong with his skate. Remember, he lost his footing there. Now he's got it again. Here is Halecki to Miller. Miller cross ice. And that gets through the bodies in the low slot. Agusa fires that back in. I think Pecora went down awkwardly on the ice. The Chatham goaltender, he's back up now, but he was slow to get up. Near side is Merriman. Chips that into the corner. Green gets there first. Touch pass to Swartz. Swartz circles back the other way. Green, cross ice to Lucier. Lucier will throw that in. Pecora out of his net to slow the puck down. And 1 more minute to go in the first period. Naz got to hold on to this 1-goal lead and try to make it 2. Crow stops that on the blue line. Checked by Tobias and Lucier. Nazareth tries to keep it in. They can't. That bouncing puck got out over the blue line. And so the Cougars have some space, but not now with Frost. Avoids a big hit. Now the puck goes high into the air. Here's Tobias, and the puck just out of his reach. 30 seconds to go in the period. Heidelberger. Hard bank off the far boards. With 22 seconds left. Schaefer reads that. Loses that puck at the top of the circle. The Cougars, time for one more rush. Stopped by Bauman. Now Nazareth, time for one more rush. Heidelberger, 6 seconds to go. Got to throw it on net. 4 seconds left. And this will end with the buzzer. Another good period of hockey between these two teams. Only 1 goal that goes to Nazareth. The Golden Flyers are up 1-0. We'll take a 15-minute break. Show you a couple of highlights, including including that shot by Mann that goes off the crossbar. And we'll be back in 15 minutes. And the players are back out onto the benches for both teams. Let's get you caught up on some of those highlights. First one was what amounted to a 4-on-1. Watch the play by the captain. Swartz dives out, stops the pass, and then the net goes off the mooring. Then, about 3 minutes into the game, here's a great goal by Logan Tobias. Right there on the rebound and his shot. That's his first goal of the season, and we were talking up here in between periods. That's a big one for Logan. Now, not that he was on the schneid or anything like that, but it's good for him to get a goal. And then finally, this was the best chance to make it 2-0 as Nate Mann jumps into the blue line. And you can't hear it, but we heard it go off the crossbar. It was a great shot by Mann. And that puck went up into the stand. So we start the second period with the Golden Flyers having a 1-goal lead. And as I mentioned, as far as we can figure out in this very, very early season, they have not yet had a 2-goal lead. And we'd like to see them be able to play with that as soon as possible. Here is Lucier on the fresh ice inside his own zone. Backhand pass to Swartz, who flips that up. Frost will lead this forecheck. Nazareth keeps two of its forwards back. They kind of run this, every now and then they'll run this little trap in the middle of the ice, and it can kind of stop breakouts just like we saw. So there's Tobias as Lucier and Frost play back, and now it causes an icing. And there we go. So a little defensive strategy working for the Flyers early in the second period. They don't do it all the time, and it's not totally predictable, but all of a sudden, if you just see one forward up, they're running the trap back at the red line. And it can throw teams off and cause icings just like this. Now Liam Quinlivan gets the advantage of that icing by taking the draw inside the Cougar zone. Won by Chatham, however. Here's Connor. Both teams have captains back on defense. Swartz for Nazareth, Connor for Chatham. No icing here as Weimer goes out of his net to stop it. And that's out of their zone. Here is Dressler. Dressler chips that forward. He had all the momentum. Picks it up behind the net. Tries to go out in front. Pecora stopped that with the blade of his stick. Dressler will stop that with his feet. Battling against Merriman, who clears it out. Grainer now. Touch pass off the boards. Taken by Liam Quinlivan. Goes back the other way. Stopped by the Cougars. Gain possession. Near side is Johnson. Wrist shot. 2 or 3 feet wide. Sometimes those shots from the points go wide because they're trying to avoid shin pads and block shots. And maybe that puck comes out into the center ice. So it's not a terrible play. It's very intentional. Here's Grainer up the middle. Far side, back to him. And Weimer with a can of corn at the far net. So by virtue of the tie last night, both teams get 1 point. But with the shootout win, Chatham gets an extra point. So if you're looking at the standings, Chatham now has 2 points, Nazareth with 1. Brockport is at the bottom of the league with 0 points and 0 wins, as a matter of fact. The Nazareth goaltender, Weimer, played for the Eagles at Brockport last year. As Pecora handles that, leaves it for Crow, who loses it with Mann on top of him. Clears that out of the zone to Cermak. Cermak with a hit by Agusa. Taken away by Anthony Quinlivan. Kept in by the Cougars. And now back out to the red line. Miller tries to chip that up the boards. Anthony Quinlivan will help. He'll fish it back the other way to Agusa. Dice K. Saucer pass to Mann. Long lead pass. Here's Quinlivan. All by himself. Quinlivan! Great save by Pecora. Back to the point. Agusa quickly on net. Skip that along the ice. Pecora with an easy save. Nazareth have to change. They've been out there for a while. Agusa, wow, what a heads-up play by Agusa as he runs a little interference and causes the icing. It's the little things that help you win. All right, how about this pass from Mann? Right on the tape to Quinlivan. And Pecora with a blocker save. Well, he's got my early vote for UCHC goaltender of the week, that's for sure. Mostly based on last night. but that was a nice save to keep it a one-goal game. Kai Shen on the ice with Stanojevic on the hash mark and Will Halecki, the other winger. Halecki back to Swartz, back to Halecki in the corner. Here's Stanojevic out front. Shen, quick shot, just misses. Green pinches in. Puck in the feet, down in low. Nobody can find it. And now Ryan Mitchell comes away. Shen takes a hit from Dylan Young. Now Young throwing his body around all over the place out there. Put Halecki into the boards. Now he's got the puck. Out in front. And a save by Weimer. All that caused by freshman Dylan Young, number 17, right at the top of the circle. Another penalty coming up to Nazareth. And we'll see what this is. We got a Cougar on the ice. And a cross-checking call against the official, James McDonald from the bench, sort of arguing the call. Got a nod from the official, and Griffin Green is kind of complaining about it too. I think what they're saying is that he used his hands, not his stick. But Green is in the box on a 2-minute penalty. Nazareth killed the only Chatham power play so far, but last night that Cougar power play was hot. 2 goals with the man advantage. Here's Connor. Near side, big save by Weimer. Well, we talked about goaltenders coming up with big saves. Goaltenders coming up with big saves can be the difference, and that was a big one right there by Weimer. Here's Cyprian, back to the point to Connor. Merriman is on the near side. Cyprian has it now. Down in low. Babby tries to go across ice. Merriman throws it back down to him. Good possession by the Cougars so far. Connor at the top. 1:20 to go in the power play. Here's Cyprian. Cross ice, one-timer. Another big save by Weimer. One of the Cougars is down on the ice. That's Babby. He's back up on his feet now. Connor to Cyprian. They've worked this play before. Weimer, another save. Under a minute to go now. Merriman fans on that. Dressler puts Babby into the corner. Nobody puts Baby into the corner, but Dressler puts Babby into the corner. Now they clear it out of the blue line. And back behind the Cougar net. Nazareth will change. Good puck movement by Chatham, but the Flyers are able to keep them on the perimeter. And not to mention 3 great pad saves by Weimer. Here's Roby, near side to Cermak. He'll throw it around the boards. Picked up by Doyle. Down in low again. Cermak was left all by himself in front, and you missed it. And now the Flyers will clear it again, and that should do it for the penalty. George Roll says to Griffin Green, come to the bench when you get out. He'll be out in 7 seconds. Johnson leaves it for Roby. Grader, near side. Can't take that pass. Leaves it for Cermak. In over the blue line. 5-on-5 now. Frost following his man. Johnson jumps in. Another save by Weimer. He's made 5 great stops in the last 2 minutes. Now Miller. See if Nazareth can get the momentum back. Miller over the blue line. Snap shot. Just misses wide. Frost can't handle that bouncing puck. All because of that power play. Chatham now in front on shots on net. 12-10. Long lead pass picked up by Young. Young, snap shot, blocker save into the corner. Young knocks Miller off the puck. Well, Young, his stature is small, but he plays big. Kalinowski, cross ice, shot, wide. Johnson reaches for it, swipes it at the net. And now Lucier off the boards, back to the point. That's got to get out hard. Another chance for the Cougars, as Miller will have a chance to do it. Leaves it for Lucier, near side to Frost. Tobias on the far side. Frost with a quick stop. Tobias is open on the far side, and Mitchell takes away that saucer pass. Now Dressler jumps in, gloves it to himself. Wrist shot, rebound right there. Mitchell with the clearing play, and this will be icing if it gets down there. No, waved off, so Weimer stops it. Cougars with a chance to change. Under 13 minutes to go. Second period, still a 1-0 lead for Nazareth. Stanijevic, excuse me. Such a great player. I'll get that name right one of these days. Hello to his folks up and his family up in Pickering, Ontario watching. Near side to Shen. Referee waves that off. Stanijevic is on the lead. Forecheck. Shen tries to clear it up. Green golfs that forward. Comes loose. Davenport's in the slot. Stanijevic waiting to Schwartz. They'll switch positions on net. Almost it was a kick save by Kalinowski. And let's take a look at one of these great saves by Dylan Weimer while they were killing the penalty. So as you watch this, just imagine this happens 3 times. Cross ice pass, one-timer. That's a veteran save right there. And again, we saw that about 3 different times on that power play. And Weimer saves every single one. Bauman's at the top of the circle waiting for that draw from Anthony Quinlivan. Goes all the way back to Miller. Quick shot! And Pecora made a save right there. Great draw by Quinlivan. Watch how cleanly he gets this. Right to Miller. Doesn't waste any time. Maybe a second went off the clock on that draw. Let's see if it happens again. This time won by the Cougars. Merriman chips that out. Grainer's going to pressure Ragusa. Flip pass back to Bauman. To Agusa. Quinlivan's on the near side. He's got it on the backhand. Nate going through. Bauman jumped over. Linesman says it's okay. Agusa into the zone. Now Bosny takes a big hit from Nate Mann. Bauman on the back check. Penalty coming up here against who? Nazareth? An interference call? Yes. Right at the blue line. I think they saw Nazareth running a pick. Or maybe they were trying to stop one of the Cougars as they got in the zone on a dump in. We'll see who goes to the box. And it's Dice K. Agusa. So that's what it was. So Dice, he had done that earlier in the game. He ran to pick to slow somebody down, and now the referees called him on it. So Cougars back on their second power play of the period. Let's see if Weimer comes up big again.
Penalty assessed to number 37, Dice K. Agusa. He receives a minor for interference. That's Agusa off with a minor for interference at 8:40.
Cyprian on the drop. Wins it cleanly, and it hops over Connor's stick. So he goes back into his own zone. Liam Quinlivan circles back, leaves Connor with some space. Heidelberger is one of the defenders, so is Dressler. Schaefer is the other forward out there. Stopped at the blue line, kept in by McLean to Connor. And there's Cyprian. Cyprian to Connor. Now they're going to try this side. Now this is this play where they like to go down low, then quickly out. Blocked up by Heidelberger. Cyprian down in low again. Babby's in front, so is McLean. Nazareth taking away the passing lanes, and Weimer makes a save. And it's out of the zone. Connor shattered by Quinlivan. Now he goes to the bench, and Halecki takes his spot. Anthony Quinlivan, the other penalty killer, with Green and Dressler back on D. Now here is Halecki. A little water bug. He's got some space. Halecki shot! And a great save by Pecora. Nazareth scored the shorty last night that tied it up, and they almost got a second one there. Loose puck reaching forward, kept in by the Cougars. Babby's been out there the whole power play, as has Cyprian, who's got it now. Top of the circle. No shot. Down and low. Babby couldn't handle it. 24 seconds to go on the penalty. Schwartz holds that against the wall. Tries to trap it. Comes to Merriman. Here's Johnson at the point. Challenged. Johnson pushed off the puck. Still pushed off the puck. Still holds it and keeps it in. Now it's cleared by the Flyers. And that'll do it. 2 kills in a row. George Roll calls Agusa back to the bench when he's out of the box. And he comes out now. Stout penalty killing by the Golden Flyers. Heidelberger leaves that for Dressler. Lucier on the near boards, chips that forward. Not hard enough. Kept in by the Cougars. And I think that might have gone off Weimer and into the net. It did. So the linesman is going to call this as a face-off inside the zone. Now, here's the shorthanded chance. Pilecki with a poke check. Quick feet. Sees some daylight. Cross ice. Tries to go 5-hole, and a nice save by Pecora. 9:13 to go. Not much the Flyers can do if they're going to be in the penalty box all the time. Kalinowski's shot blocked by Tobias, who has scored the lone goal today. Here's Cermak. 28 is Amar. Leaves it for Roby. Back to the point to Crow. No other play than to wrap it around. Stop right behind the net. Picked up by Tobias. His bouncing clear is cleared. Here's Lucier with Frost. Lucier with Frost. Lucier waiting. Shot! Tries to go short side. And Pecora stops it. Not sure he had much of a passing lane to Frost, but a shot on net's always a good play. Now the Cougars will dump this in. Gusa pushed into the boards right at the gate where the Zamboni comes out, so the glass was whipping back and forth. Miller knocks his man into the boards right in front of the Chatham bench. Oh, Agusa had some space and he turned it around. I'm not sure he knew that Young has lost his stick. Now Agusa lets his forwards change, including Lucier as you see him leaving the screen. And Bauman comes on the ice. Every single Cougar is just standing still at the middle of the ice surface. Now here's Bauman. Full speed, chips it in. Challenges Nabozny. Poke check by Mann. Comes to Bauman. Shot! And a nice save by Pecora. Young has it. Challenged by Agusa, and Dice K throws him to the ice. And icing called against the Cougars. Well, here's this 2-on-1. So Lucier drives to the outside. The defenseman did a nice job to take that pass away, and his only chance was short side, and Pecora doesn't give up many of those easy goals. Samadral clearing pass to Nabozny. Too far for Young. Just perfect for Green. And he'll throw it off the glass right back to Nabozny. Chatham will try the other side. That wrist shot goes shoulder high right by the net. Cleared up. Taken away by Cermak. Back to Johnson. Schwartz has got a hustle. He's got Amar on him. Green goes back to Schwartz. Got to kick it up to his feet. Man can't handle it. Back to Amar as he drives into the boards. Back to Johnson. Cross ice Nabozny. Johnson at the top. Wrist shot blocked by Mann. And still in the zone. Now they get it out. Weimer stops that by his net. 6.5 minutes to go, second period. Flyers holding on to a 1-0 lead. Here's Green to Quinlivan. Nice move there. Shot from a tough angle. Kick save and a beauty by Pecora. Long lead pass. Deflected, the linesman said, so no icing. Chatham changes everybody. And here comes Dressler, the big man with some speed. Avoids Smith right at the blue line. Now he pushes forward. Back to the point. Quick shot on net. Pecora had to be quick to get back into his crease. Out in front, Luizos, quick shot! And another toe save by Pecora. Maybe we can see that whole play develop, including Pecora with that first save as he jumped back into the play. So it goes all the way back to the point. And there he jumped back in. Now the puck will come to Luizos. Right there, he's kind of hanging out at the face-off dot. And it just sticks out his pad and stops it. Kai Shen on the draw. Wins that. Back to the point. He almost split him. Quick shot. Wrist shot by Dressler, and Pecora with another save. 17 shots on net for Nazareth now. Only one has gone in. Stanijevic loses that. Now he's on his horse to get Babby. Good back check by Stanijevic. And he's right there to take it away. Even though Samadral got a shot on net, Weimer was there to save it. We're watching the scoreboard in Manhattanville where the women's hockey team is playing 0-0. Golden Flyers against the Valiants in Rye, New York. Here it is 1-0 Golden Flyers. No icing there. Cougars touch that puck. Schaefer. Johnson kind of just shielded Schaefer away from the puck, and it came back out. There should be icing against Chatham, and it is. Nazareth had a one-goal lead at this point in the second period last night and then gave up a power play goal just about right now. Despite my superstitions, I thought I'd share that as the Golden Flyers try to keep a one-goal lead here. Trying to make it two with Miller. Top of the circle, waiting, cross ice! And Liam Quinlivan just fanned on it. Hard pass from Miller. But if Quinlivan had wood on that puck, it would have been in the net. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer looking. Luizos is there. Luizos down low. Tries to find Quinlivan again, and that's intercepted. Now, near side is Cyprian. Dangerous player with a puck. Long reach for Ragusa. And what a great play by the big defender. Back the other way come the Flyers. Here is Miller. Miller, toe drag, shot, rebound. Anthony Quinlivan waits. Cross ice to Miller. Picked out of the air by Amar. And Green, the long lead pass that hops over the stick of Quinlivan. Back to Nabozny. Stopped by Quinlivan's stick. Now the Cougars will try to clear with Crow. Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the second. Here is Nabozny, jumping in from his D position. Cermak to Nabozny. Taken away by Liam Quinlivan. Over to Bauman. Bauman battles with Crow, and Bauman gave him a tap with a stick. Almost got away with a slash there, I think. And I think Crow is looking at the referee for wanting that call. Here is the one-timer attempt. No, that was when that's when Ethan Luizos had the puck down in low, and he was almost too close to the net, believe it or not. He just didn't have a lot of options. Can of corn for Pecora, and another face-off inside the Chatham zone. With 3:47 to go on the scoreboard here inside the Tim Hortons Iceplex. Lucier on the draw. Tobias right behind him. Frost in the slot. Draw won by Young. Lucier lost his stick. Now he's got it. And he's back on the back check. Connor jumps up. Heidelberger. Good stick on puck move there by the veteran defenseman. Puck hops over Kalinowski's stick. And back into neutral ice. Dumped in by Connor. Heidelberg pressured by Merriman. Lucier up off the boards. Chased by Frost. Tobias is out there too. Now here's Sam of draw. And it's shot into the corner. McLean. Pushed down by Lucier. Now they grapple with each other in the corner. Somebody's lost a glove. It's Lucier. He lost his stick at the start of the shift. Now a glove. Tobias up on the forecheck against Kalinowski. Can he reach for it? Nice play by the defender. Now he might get it. As Schwartz tried to reach Logan Tobias behind the play. Here's Lucier. Up to Frost. Long shift for these guys already. Here's Cyprian with a nice move. Cyprian waiting. Cross ice. Shot goal! Tyler Samadral with a one-timer from Cyprian, and we're tied at 1. So let's see here. The puck is caught at center ice, and here's Cyprian. Watch this move, right through the legs, and then he finds Samadral, who was wide open in front of the net. And the first goal of the game for the Cougars. Here's Green. Golden Flyers will try to get that 1-goal lead back before the end of the period. We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds to do it. Here's Anthony Quinlivan. Cermak takes it away from him, and the puck comes up into the stands. And a whistle with 2:14 to go. Anthony Quinlivan on the draw against Cermak. Won by the Cougars. Maybe taken away by Nazareth, though. Back to Green. Can he throw this on net? Tries to leave it for Anthony Quinlivan. Both of them are in there now. 2 minutes to go in the second.
Scored by number 10, Tyler Samadral. Assisted by number 3, Nick
Emar
Cyprian.
couldn't get by one of the Nazareth defenders. Now Roby has it.
On the even strength goal at
Roby
17:31
chipped off the boards
of the
to
second
Bauman.
period.
Bauman's got some speed against Doyle. Bauman waiting, shot. Goes sideways, almost parallel with the net. Now Anthony Quinlivan to Bauman. Bauman's got it! That was Swartz, actually, who tried to pass to Bauman. Kicked out of the zone by Cermak. Gusa dumps it in. Nazareth will change. And here's a loose puck to Luizos. Luizos tries to find Miller. Agusa's got a hustle. Cyprian's with him. Agusa on him, out front to McLean. Nice play by Daisuke to break that up. Penalty coming up, this time to McLean. 180 feet from his net, and McLean gets a slashing call. And with 56 seconds to go in the second period, the Golden Flyers will go on the power play. This will be the first power play for the Golden Flyers. They were 0 for 4 last night and only registered 3 shots on net. Here's man on the draw. Goose is right behind him. Bauman back on D. Connor. Far side to Mitchell. And cleared all the way down to Weimer, and he'll freeze it as Babby and Agusa push each other in front of the crease.
19:04 of the second period.
Nazareth keeps their power play line out there. Only 8 seconds gone from that power play. So here's Lucier behind the net to Tobias. Man comes all the way out to the red line. So does Lucier. Igusa, backhand pass to Tobias. To Bauman on the outside. He's the only one down and low. Lucier jumping in now too. Saucer pass to Tobias. That shot blocked by Babby. Now Igusa's got a hustle, and he does. Babby knocks him off the puck, and Tobias picks this up in the corner. 20 seconds to go in the period. That's the clock they got to watch. Here's Tobias up the middle to Lucier. Lucier waiting. Here's man, and that was blocked by Cermak with 6 seconds to go. So Tobias brings it up, and then here is man right there, and it's Cermak. Oh, kick save, actually. Put out his right foot and stopped it. 6 seconds to go. Nazareth practices these face-offs with no time left. Here's Mann's got it, 2 seconds left, and that'll do it for the period. 1 goal in the second period. It goes to the Cougars, and after 2, we're tied at 1. But when we come back on the third, Nazareth will be on the power play. A 15-minute break. We'll come back with some highlights and the third period in this decisive game. Boys are out of the dressing room, back onto the bench and back out onto the ice as we are about 50 seconds away from the start of the third period. It is a 1-1 game, so let's see how it happened. This is the first goal of the year for Logan Tobias. Watch him, he jumps into the play. There's the shot on the rebound, and it's 1-0 Nazareth. That goal 3 minutes into the first period. And then, late in the second, here comes Chatham. Turnover there right at the red line. Watch this move by Cyprian. Now both defenders go after him, and that leaves Tyler Samadraw wide open in the slot. Samadraw with his second goal of the year, and we are tied at 1. Anthony Quinlivan is going to start this period with Joey Schaefer on his right, and Owen Heidelberger on the wing over on the left, and back on the point is Liam Quinlivan and Blake Frost. Nazareth going to start on the power play, 1 minute and 4 seconds to go with the advantage. Here's Liam Quinlivan as Schaefer runs a little interference. He gets by Connor. Smith is down there. Connor tries to clear it again, kept in by the Golden Flyers. Schaefer to Anthony Quinlivan, back to Schaefer. Liam is back at the point. He has it now. Back down and low to Schaefer. Anthony Quinlivan is in front of the net. His brother Liam's back on the point. Schaefer bounce pass to Quinlivan. Steps into the face-off circle. Now behind the net. Schaefer and Quinlivan in front. Frost now with the puck along the goal line. Out front and right through the crease. Comes to Schaefer again. Circles a couple of times. Looked at Heidelberger for a second. Now cross ice. Frost! Goal! What a setup by the Flyers. A goal by Frost. And a power play goal for the Golden Flyers puts them in the lead early in this third. Schaefer all the way across. And Frost rips it in there and then does the bow and arrow Selly after it. Flyers back up to a 1-goal lead. Now here's Tobias. 1 against 3. He's tripped up, and a penalty coming up to Chatham again. So the Flyers go right back onto the power play. And Tobias is slow to get up off the ice. In fact, he hasn't gotten up yet already. And now Sean Buckley, the trainer for the Golden Flyers, runs out onto the ice, and he will check on the Nazareth forward. So that was Blake Frost's first goal of the season. Gives him 3 points now. Puts him in a tie with Ethan Luizos at the top of the scoring list for the Golden Flyers. Logan Tobias, who was still now he's sitting up on the ice. He scored his first goal of the season. And Tobias up on his feet, but he's being helped off the ice. Helped by Griffin Green, not putting any weight on his left leg. And he will go into the first gate of the bench, which is a little bit more promising than the second gate, which leads right to the dressing room. So Tobias will stay on the bench. And now the referees, as you can see in the bottom of your screen, are conferring about something. The two captains are hanging outside the semicircle in front of the scorer's box. And we will get the announcement on the penalty here as one of the officials is explaining the call to the captains. It's a 5-minute penalty against Chatham. A major penalty against Kasdan Johnson, one of their defenders. The Chatham coach is calling the referees over for an explanation. They're going to hang out by the scorer's box to talk to the captains a little bit more. We'll see if the officials go to the Chatham bench, and they will. Pretty sure that Tobias is still on the bench. He hasn't left the bench yet. There he is. Yes, we can see him. His helmet's off, sitting right in the middle. Conversation is still going on between the official and the Chatham head coach, Michael Gershon. Now that conversation is over. So it'll be a major penalty to Chatham. And it might be even more than that. It might be a disqualification, and it is. Johnson leaving the game. Somebody's got to go into the box to serve it, and it's going to be number 7, Jacob Arizo. So we'll wait for the call. I wonder if there was like an intent to injure or something like that. I'm not sure. Happened very quickly. But now we're on the power play. Man on the draw. Agusa to Bauman. Bauman jumps in. Poke checked away by Cyprian. Here is the call.
Patson Johnson. He receives a 5-minute major for kneeing and a game misconduct.
So a 5-minute major for kneeing and a game misconduct as the Cougars clear that puck away out of the zone.
Penalty is being served by number 7.
Here is Babby. Knocked out by Agusa, and a penalty coming up to Agusa. A cross-checking call against Agusa. And I can't tell whether the bench is angry at Dice K or the official. So Dice K goes to the box and will be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. And then Nazareth will be back on the power play for 2.5 minutes. There's a break for the Cougars, that's for sure. Lots of action here in the third period. We've got a goal. We've got all kinds of penalties. We've got an ejection from the game. And we've only played 90 seconds of the third. Here is Frost. Shen with some speed in front of him. Here's Heidelberger. Back to Frost. What a great pass. Frost over the blue line. Dressler and Shen go to the net. Frost had players on him right away. Shen quickly in front, and Frost threw his stick at that. Dressler back to Shen. Shadowed by Cyprian. Now he peels away. Shen to Frost. Frost to Shen! Just wide. Another penalty coming up. This time to Chatham, so the Flyers will be back on the power play. Well, great speed up the side by Frost and Shen. There's Frost that taken. Watch Shen drive to the net. Watch him get taken down right there. Looked like the puck went up over the net. The penalty to number 14, True Crow. And we're going to have, and look at this, Logan Tobias back out onto the ice for a quick little spin. Can he stay on the ice? Yes, he will. No, he won't. I think he was faking all kinds of people out. So Logan Tobias is back on the bench. So 4-on-3, all kinds of space out there. For Anthony Quinlivan on the draw, his brother Liam to his right. Schaefer in the slot. Miller back at the point. Miller back on D for Nazareth. McLean will take the draw for the Cougars. Won by Nazareth. Schaefer has it. Spins. Checked by Babby. Back to Liam Quinlivan. Anthony's in front of the net. Liam waiting. Schaefer down low. Nowhere to pass. Stick handles. Quinlivan thought about shooting. Far side to Miller. Miller will switch with Quinlivan. Now they got the one-timer set up. Here is Schaefer. Schaefer on the side. That pass goes through Quinlivan. Babby's going to get a chance to clear it, and he does. Here's Miller. Over the red line to Bauman. Bauman on the outside, around Cermak. Nice pass to himself behind the net. Back out to Quinlivan, near side to Miller. Schaefer is low. Miller waits. Miller waits to Liam Quinlivan. To Schaefer. 25 seconds to go in Agusa's penalty. Schaefer with a one-timer as Pecora makes that save, and I think that caught him right around the collarbone, and he's still down onto the ice. Boy, patience by the Golden Flyers power play, that's for sure, and then they just set up a shot like this. They work the puck over to the left side. There's the one-timer by Schaefer. Yeah, right up around the neck of the goaltender, Andrew Pecora. He is back up on his skates now. The blocker and the trapper come off. Now the helmet. Referees will give him some time for sure. So let's set the scene here. 20 seconds to go in Agusa's penalty. Then the Golden Flyers will have a 5-on-3 for 38 seconds. And then a 5-on-4 power play. That's the way it's looking like it's going to play out here. And they've got this 2-1 lead. And still, we haven't played 4 minutes of this third period yet. Linesman didn't like where everybody was. I think he didn't like the wingers on the near side cheating. That was Bauman and Babby. It's man against McLean on the draw. Heidelberger's back at the point. He's got it. Heidelberger moves in. Bauman waiting. Snap shot. Another save by Pecora. McLean with a chance to clear, and he does. Bench was calling for a high stick as they thought Heidelberger touched it above his shoulder. Now here comes Agusa. 5-on-3 for 38 seconds. What can the Flyers pull off? Here is Tobias behind the net. Bauman back to the point. Agusa on the far side. Dice-K's got it. Near side, Tobias. In front is man. Shot! And a big save by Pecora. That was Bauman on the one-timer. Here's Tobias with it. Watch as he moves up. There's Bauman. Pulls the trigger. Got all of it, but Pecora was standing tall. His 19th save of the game. 19 seconds left in this 5-on-3. Heidelberger near side to Frost. Back to Heidelberger. To Liam Quinlivan. Down in low. Up top. Shot by Frost. Gets blocked by Cyprian. Frost picks up the rebound in front to Anthony Quinlivan. Puck goes up over the net. Where is it? Don't tell me Pecora caught that in his glove. And now he throws his blocker off. And somebody's stick into the corner. And we still don't see the puck. Now I think the linesman's got it. So as that play was going on, the fans were sort of complaining, and I think what happened was the clock wasn't running. So now they got to reset the clock. So one penalty appears to be up. Now the referees are explaining to the bench what the problem is. Maybe Crow gets out as soon as the puck is dropped. There's still only 3 skaters on the ice for the Cougars. It'll be Schaefer, Frost, and Anthony Quinlivan up front. Heidelberger and Liam Quinlivan at the point, and Schaefer will take the draw. His backhand should pull it back to the point. With the help from Frost, it does. Crow's out of the box. It's 5-on-4 for 98 seconds. Nazareth had a major penalty, and then we had all kinds of penalties in between. Give and take between Quinlivan and Frost. Now Frost down in low. Here's Schaefer. Liam Quinlivan takes that saucer pass. Finds Heidelberger. Far side Frost. Snap shot. Oh, I think he hit Anthony Quinlivan with that. 1:14 to go in the power play. 15 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third. Heidelberger. Near side to Liam Quinlivan. Frost goes in front of the net. That one's blocked by Crow. Comes out of the penalty box and makes a block save. And now back out to the red line. Heidelberger up to Frost. Frost quickly in. Anthony Quinlivan chases. So does brother Liam. Babby with a chance to clear, and he does. Weimer stops that as it bounces off the backboards right in front of the net. 40 seconds to go as Daisuke with a head of steam over the red line. Tries to get by Connor, and he can't. Tobias to Bauman now. Half a minute to go in the major penalty. Bauman with one more rush. That is blocked by Connor. And another penalty coming up to Chatham. So Weimer is in the bench. And now as Chatham touches the puck, we get a whistle, a tripping call against Chatham. And just like that, the Flyers go back on the power play. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this penalty. Here's how it starts. Here's Bauman on the rush. And there's the trip. Yeah, he stuck his leg out. So that's Connor in the box. Chatham just can't keep five guys out onto the ice. Cyprian will throw this up into the stands. And oh my goodness, it just missed a couple of fans. Holy cow, that was close. But as a result of that puck going up over the glass, the faceoff stays down near the Chatham end. It's outside the blue line, but it's better than chasing it back into your own zone. Ban on the draw. Egusa and Tobias back on the point. Lucier to Tobias. Man is in the middle. Good patience by Tobias. Throws that on net to Lucier. Down into Man. Back up to Tobias. He's got one goal today. Egusa. Near side, Bauman, cross ice, Tobias, shot, goal! Another power play goal for the Flyers. Another goal for Logan Tobias, and it's 3-1. We've been calling for that 2-goal lead, and now we've got it. Great puck movement. As it comes to Egusa, then Bauman. The blue shirts come over to Tobias. Oh, he's got, what a shot he's got. Last year, the average goals per game for the Golden Flyers was just over 2. And at least in the last 2 games, they've scored 3. Here comes. Oh my goodness, what a shot by Samadral. Goes off the post and stays out. The official was right there to wave it off. Cole Bauman with the assist on Tobias' goal. Stanijevic gets down in there and forces Pekora to move that puck quickly. Now here comes Cyprian. Nazareth got to keep this 2-goal lead alive. Samadral in front, bouncing puck, cleared away. And down the ice. Is this going to be icing? Maybe. Yes. What a heads-up play by Crow as he was chasing after that puck, and he just took his time and let it cross the goal line extended. And believe it or not, here we go. Another penalty in this third period. My goodness gracious. This time it's Jeremy Schwartz for the Golden Flyers. Here's this shot by Samadral, spinorama off the post, and you see the official right there waving it off. But now the Cougars have their chance on the power play. And it'll be McLean on the draw. Babby to his left. Cyprian right behind him. Connor back at the point. Connor has it. Challenged by Quinlivan. Cyprian is challenged by Heidelberger. Kept in by Connor at the blue line. Schaefer puts his man into the boards. Connor with it. Cyprian on the near side. There's Merriman. Babby is down low, right next to the post. McLean is in the middle. Here's Cyprian, down in low. This is the play they like to set up. Down low quickly, then right back up. Good defense by Nazareth to take that pass away. Schaefer blocks that. Quinlivan with a chance to clear. He'll pin it against the boards instead. Now comes clear. Babby, down low, pushed away by Agusa. Heidelberger went down on the ice to block that pass, or at least an attempt to do it. Here's Connor with 1:14 to go in the power play. Babby loses it in his skates. Now they'll regroup with Connor in the middle. His shot intentionally wide to Cyprian. He moved it out quickly, and the Flyers clear it. Under a minute to go in the Chatham power play, and believe it or not, we still have 12 minutes to go in the third. Cermak to Robbie. Near side to Doyle. Puck in behind the net. That went off Roby's shin pad. Picked up by Doyle. Roby back to the point. Far side is Crow. Give and go with Roby. Two big players in front of the net. Blocked by Anthony Quinlivan. Now that shot goes up over the net. Doyle keeps it in. To Crow. Weimer trying to push some guys away. Samadral is in front. Oh, that pass was intended for him. Blocked up by the Flyers. Quinlivan fakes the slap shot out. Comes to Dressler. Can he clear it? Yes! 3 seconds to go. Now Schwartz is out of the box, and the Flyers kill another power play. Boy, the special teams has been working for them today. 2 power play goals. Penalty kills. And another 10 minutes and 50 seconds to go to hang on for their first conference win. This would get the Flyers back up to 500 on the season. They won their first game of the season against Elmira, then ranked number 10 in the country. Back-to-back losses against Utica. And a tie against Chatham. Here's Miller. Snap shot, save Pecora, kicked away. Comes to Agusa. Down and low to Frost. Frost pushes that forward to Tobias. Lucier's going to pick up the loose puck on the near side. Down and low to Tobias. Frost is standing in front. Both the big guns have scored today. Tobias twice, Frost once. There's another shot by Frost. He one-timed it, and it goes up over the net. Crow. Long shift for the defender. All the way up to Amar. Now Luizos. Backhands it back to Miller. Miller tries to outrun Babby, and he does to Liam Quinlivan. Quinlivan over the blue line. Quinlivan checked by Babby. Great back check by Babby. Man, is he a 200-foot player or what? Pecora up the middle to Babby. Look at that pass. A beauty to Cyprian. Samadral has it now. He's scored the goal for the Cougars this afternoon. Schwartz pushes that forward. Stopped by Chatham, and now it's out of the zone. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer on the outside. Schwartz goes to the net. Schaefer waiting. Cross ice. Shot up over the net. That was Anthony Quinlivan who wristed it. Under 9 minutes to go in the third. Back to Green. Picked up by Mann. Mann circles back. Checked by Cermak. Always get a little nervous about this puck as it gets close to the net. Behind the net is Green. Bauman leaves it. Chatham is sitting back inside the neutral zone. Here's Bauman. Can they break the press? Yes, they do. Merriman flips that through the legs. Green's got to be quick as Cermak was right on him. Cross ice to Schwartz. His clearing doesn't work. Schwartz backhand to Green in his skates. Got to get it out fast. No, he spins around again. Possession play inside their own zone. Tipped up to Anthony Quinlivan. He'll circle back. Now Bauman has some space. Well, give it to these Flyers. They do not give the puck up. Bauman on the outside. Stops, gains the blue line, throws it around. Halecki down there with Kai Shen. Shen into the corner to Halecki. Gets that in his feet as Crow puts him against the boards. 7:44 to go in the third. A 2-goal lead for the Golden Flyers. Heidelberger at the point. Cross ice, Daisuke. He'll shoot that on net. It's blocked. Halecki with a quick shot. Another blocked shot goes into the corner. Stanijevic pushed off by Nabozny. Flyers now keeping the puck inside the Chatham zone. Here's Stanijevic with a shot from a bad angle. Great save by Pekorik. How many times have I said that in the last 24 hours? Agusa dumps that into himself in a big collision with Nabozny. Connor comes away with it. Daisuke's got to be careful. He's a long way away from his net. No penalties that far away from your net. Not with a 2-goal lead. Here's Roby to Heidelberger. Throws that back to Connor. Far side to Smith. He skates over it. Here goes Frost. Tobias is with him. Tobias has it. He's looking for the Hattie. And that gets deflected up into the glass. It's been a long time since we had a whistle. Tobias is behind the net, slow to get up. Miller will throw this in. Tobias clears the zone. Connor, challenged by Lucier. Still on him. Nice play by Lucier. He's still got it in the zone. Toe drag move as Smith stops him. Puck is still in the net. Here in the zone. Here's Tobias' shot. Another save. Rebound. Chipped up over the slide. Tobias goes down behind the net again. He's back up on his feet, but Frost has got to go backwards. And now we have an injured Cougar on the ice. It's Cyprian. George Roll yelling at one of the officials. I think he wanted a late hit or something like that, so the official's going to come to the bench. I think he was concerned about what happened to Tobias behind the net twice. Tobias is probably playing a little bit hurt anyway. So, let's reset. 6:07 is on the score clock. It says 6:03 on your screen. The real time is 6:07. It's a 3-1 lead for the Golden Flyers. The faceoff comes out of the blue line. Now there's an argument as to where the faceoff should be, and I think all things being equal, they decide to have it at center ice. Probably the most fair thing to do. Look at Liam Quinlan go straight forward with that draw. How about Liam Quinlan in the last 2 games? He's gone from winger to center, and he's had fantastic games where he's making plays like that right off the draw as the puck goes into the Chatham bench. This time, the faceoff will go inside the Cougar zone. Schaefer will take this draw because he's a left shot. Behind him is Green. Schwartz is also back at the point. And the linesman is going to kick Schaefer out of the draw. So in comes Liam Quinlan. And now Schaefer will go in front of the net. Draw goes forward. Schaefer will try to keep this in, and he does. Good hustle by the big number 28 from Maryland. Now he's got the loose puck again, and he throws the shoulder into Smith. Green spins around, throws it right back into the zone. 5.5 minutes to go, third period. Cougars need 2 goals to tie it right now. Merriman tried to chip that forward. I think it got caught up in the skates, but now look at this play. Crashes into Green. Luizos with a chance to clear, and he does. No, stopped by Smith. Ethan's got another chance. Bouncing puck, stopped by Smith again. Thrown down in deep into the zone. Cermak now back to Crow. Far side to Smith. Bounces off the boards, goes into the near corner. Here's Liam Quinlan to Green. They got some time, but don't waste it. Green goes back the other way to Schwartz. That gives me anxiety. Can you imagine what it does to George Roll? And Bauman gets by one player and taken away by Chatham. Now they're on the run again. Here's Roby. Cross ice to Amar. He's checked by Halecki. Schwartz. And his backhand pass comes to Dylan Weimer, who freezes it with 4 minutes and 37 seconds to go. All right, how about this defensive stat for the Golden Flyers? Chatham came into this period with 18 shots on net. They still have 18 shots on net. Kai Shen on the draw. Won by the Cougars, but kicked out of the zone. And a break for Halecki. Here goes Halecki. Settles the puck. Halecki off the goal post. He's got it again. Down in low to Stanijevic, who throws it around the boards. Shen on the forecheck. This line has been buzzing when they get out there. Shen pinched by Nabozny. Shen comes away with it. Circles back the other way, gets pushed into the boards from behind. Now Heidelberger decides to back away. Maybe fewer pinches when you got a 2-goal lead and 4 minutes to go. The Goose's dump in. Goes off of Stanijevic. Now long lead pass to Amar. Babby is driving up. A Goose up, grabbed that with his glove and cleared it out to Lucier. Far side to Smith. Amar cutting through the middle. Smith is going to take it himself. Smith gains the line. Checked by Lucier and Miller. Wraps it around to Babby. Babby to Connor. He's got to be quick. He is. Throws that into Lucier. Lucier goes back to Miller. Chips it up the near boards. Smith is there to stop it, but checked immediately by Frost. Cyprian to Samadral. He's knocked down. Puck is in the slot. Cleared away by Agusa. 3:16 to go in the third. Flyers will clear this. Picked up by Frost. And nice play by Smith to lift Frost's stick and keep the puck. We're going to watch the Chatham goaltender. Here's Liam Quinlivan for the poke check. Comes back to the Cougars. Almost went into their benches. The door was open. Whoa, Dressler avoided a big hit by Crow. Connor stopped by Schaefer. Behind the net. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the game. Samadral throws that to the zone. Miller's got to be quick. Stopped by Cyprian. That one stopped by Luizos. Battles against the wall. Comes to Miller. One hand on the stick. Got to get that puck out. It's still in. Now it's out. Crow will wrap this around the boards with 2.5 minutes to go. Dressler uses his body to shield it. Up on the red line now. Dressler collides with Crow. They're going to meet again in the corner. Bauman gets by him. Here's Young. Young up the middle. Good stick work by Schwartz. Comes right to Anthony Quinlivan. Up to Bauman. No icing. The linesmen say that Bauman got a stick on it. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. And a 2-goal lead for the Flyers. Here's Connor. Oh, almost an offside, but Merriman stretched out to keep his leg on the outside. Puck is behind the net. Comes loose to Anthony Quinlivan. Bauman's there. Merriman stops it. Goaltender is out of the net. It's 6-on-5 for the next 98 seconds. Chatham need 2. McLean leaves that for Anthony Quinlivan, and a penalty coming up to Nazareth. Oh, and a shove by Cyprian, and he's gone. Well, that was a frustration penalty right there. So it'll be Green and Cyprian go to the box, and there goes the Cougar power play. That was probably the first, well, what are we going to call that? Non-smart play by Cyprian. He's such a great hockey player. But with an opportunity to be on the power play with your goalie pulled, and you need 2 goals, giving Green a shot in the face was not a smart play. Timeout here. It's got to be a called timeout by Chatham. Maybe not. Referees are going to call them back in. So, 1:29 on the clock. Coincidental minor penalties. It'll be 4-on-4. Actually, 5-on-4 because Chatham is going to pull their goaltending, and now Chatham calls the timeout. So here's the scoring.
Nick Cyprian.
Logan Tobias broke the ice as he jumps in, gets the rebound right there, puts it up high. It's 1-0 Nazareth.
Nazareth penalty assessed to number 8.
Chatham would come back and tie it in the second period,
He receives a minor for roughing
and we would enter the third period
with a minor rough.
at 1-1. And then here's the cross ice shot to Frost, and he scores. Good to get those guys on the scoreboard. That made it 2-1. And then here's the third goal on the power play. It would eventually come back across the ice. Maybe this is the one to Frost. Yeah, that's it. There's Frosty's goal, and it's 3-1. And that's where we stand with 1:29 to go. So the forwards for Nazareth will be Schaefer and Anthony Quinlivan. The D are Heidelberger and Agusa. On the ice for Chatham will be Babby, Merriman, Cermak, McLean, and Roby. And the only defenseman, well, now McLean goes back to the bench. No, he's got to go back to the bench. They only have 5 guys on the ice. The only defenseman out there is Connor. He's furthest back, closest to the boards. Won by Quinlivan to Heidelberger. Schaefer jumps in, knocks the referee down. Near boards, comes to Cermak in the corner. Roby has it, 1:18 to go. Roby drives in, top of the circle, shot! I think Cermak got a piece of it, and it went wide. Roby has it again at the blue line. 1:09 to go in the third. One-timer, fanned on by Merriman. Almost looked like his stick broke. Agusa pushes him into the corner. Almost got away with a cross-check. Rolling puck. And just misses. And an icing call against Nazareth as we have both teams with penalties. Well, I think the cross-checking call against SK Agusa earlier in the period was a chintzy is the word we would have used growing up in Kingston, Ontario. I think he got away with a cross-check there in the corner. But here we go. He's back out onto the ice with Anthony Quinlivan. As a matter of fact, Nazareth couldn't change anybody because of that icing. So McLean is out there now with Babby. Merriman stays there. Connor's back at the point. Cermak stays at the hash mark in front of the net. Now Babby on the draw. Another great win by Anthony Quinlivan. Hard to Schaefer. Up off the boards, bounce pass. It's out! And there's the offside call. Well, the Chatham coach and the Chatham bench didn't like that call, but it was right in front of us. And even though the linesmen weren't right on the line, we could see it right in front of us. That was the correct call. 48 seconds to go. Liam Quinlivan goes forward with it. Does it have the steam? No! What a play! What a play by Merriman to stop that goal. Wow, that is some serious hustle. That's like a Kachuk play right there. Watch this hustle by Merriman. That puck's going in if he doesn't dive and get it out. Wow. And now Pecora's got to go back into the net with the face-off inside the Chatham zone and 42 seconds to go. Quinlivan just needed a little extra mustard on that and would have been in the net. Here's the draw. Quinlivan goes forward with it. What a play. Now he picks it up in the corner. 38 seconds to go. 2-goal lead for Nazareth on the line right here. Tobias into the corner. Keep that puck down in low. Keep it in the zone, and he does. Quinlivan pushes Connor off the puck. 25 seconds to go. They crash into the corner again. Look at that work by the veteran from Shrewsbury, Mass. Now Tobias with the puck. He's looking for a hat trick right now, I think. 16 seconds to go. Golden Flyers are going to win this. They're going to get back up to 500. Their first conference win. 9 seconds to go. Cleared by Dressler. 6 seconds to go to Tobias. Throws that on net. And what a win for the Golden Flyers at home on this Saturday.
Your final score is Nazareth University 3, Chatham University 1.
So they were looking for a sweep. Instead, they got a quasi-split. A tie yesterday got them 1 point, and now the win today gets them 2 points. What a great battle by both teams. That was a lot of fun with this hockey this weekend. Hey, get ready for some great football tomorrow. Bills and Chiefs, that'll be a big one. And we sure hope you enjoyed the hockey this weekend here at Nazareth. Final score is 3-1. Have a great rest of the weekend and a great week. So long.